The question is, do you even need a brand? Can't I just offer a great product or service and then call it a day? If you could, just don't expect to be seen or to build anything great or create anything that really matters. The word branding actually originates from the practice of burning a mark into livestock to signify that you own the livestock, literally branding cattle. It's super ancient. Farmers and craftsmen used to stamp their symbols into goods to mark if it was theirs and who made it or who it belonged to. That's what branding was originally, as far as we know. Pre-grocery store days, people would just go to the market and buy butter or flour. There was no fancy labels or packaging. You just get butter, that was it, the simple times. But then came the Industrial Revolution and commodities started to become mass produced. There were so many options that businesses had no choice but to differentiate themselves. You had shelves and you had packaging and you had so much choice. So companies started branding, they started adding symbols and slogans and packaging and design that was recognizable and super consistent. That way people immediately knew which product was made by who. And that was the beginning of modern branding. But today branding has evolved way past a logo and a label. Now branding is more about who you are, it's your reputation, it's your voice, your story, your values, and your unique perspective on the world. Brands are how people relate to a business. They're emotional and they're cultural and they're deeply personal. Brands help to signal, these are my people and this is what I stand for. It's a way that we can use to express our identities. You know, people like us who believe this by things like that. It's so embedded in how we live that it's basically impossible not to engage with a brand, unless maybe you're like a hermit. But for the rest of us, every single dollar that we spend is a vote for our own identity and values. And when we buy something as mundane as like paper towel, we're still saying something about what we care about and what kind of household we run, what our values are, who we are. Modern branding is a way that we can actually create and connect with culture and speak to real people in a real way about what they want or who they are or who they want to be. Brands that are really in touch with culture can know what we want before we even want it. Like, I didn't know that I was going to want packaged food without additives. But when I did, they reached into the future and they offered it to me, wrapped in the values that matched mine at the time. That's branding. That's really good branding. Technically, you could just offer a product or a service and just ignore branding altogether, but I wouldn't expect people to be lining up or to really care or notice. And I would be prepared to compete on price forever because there's actually so much hidden value in what you offer. The thing people actually respond to isn't just the product or the service, it's the feeling you create and it's what buying from you says about them. Choosing to not engage in branding isn't just selling yourself short as a business, it's kind of a disservice to the people you're trying to help because they want to actively engage and represent you. And at the end of the day, it's our customers and our audience that we're actually here for.